The concept of sexual development and fixation explained. Let's take a trip into the world of Freud's ideas about sexual development. It's not as risque as it sounds. Imagine you have a friend named Alex. As a kid, Alex was always the pickiest eater, and even as an adult, they're a bit too obsessed with food. According to Freud, this might be linked to something deeper, a fixation at the oral stage of psychosexual development. Now, before you start picturing inappropriate scenarios, let's break this down without the complicated words. Freud believed that as kids grow, they pass through different stages where they focus on specific parts of their bodies and experience different pleasures. Think of it like a journey through a theme park, with each stage being a new ride. In the oral stage, picture a baby happily exploring the world through their mouth. Everything is a potential chew toy. This is where the pleasure zone is the mouth, and the experience revolves around sucking and tasting. Fast forward to adulthood, and if someone gets fixated at this stage, they might develop habits related to seeking oral pleasure. For Alex, it's the comfort of food, but it could also manifest as excessive talking, smoking, or nail biting. Now, consider the anal stage, where potty training becomes the star attraction. Picture a toddler proudly declaring victory over the toilet. In this stage, the pleasure shifts to the control and release of bodily functions. If someone gets fixated here, it might influence their personality in peculiar ways. They might become overly organized and neat, the perfectionists of the adult world. Alternatively, they could rebel against rules and authority, expressing their need for control in unconventional ways. Moving on to the phallic stage, not as scandalous as it sounds. Imagine a curious child, discovering their body and being fascinated by the differences between boys and girls. In this stage, the pleasure zone is, you guessed it, the genital area. If someone gets fixated here, it could influence their relationships and self-esteem. For instance, they might seek attention or approval, or on the flip side, struggle with feelings of inadequacy. The latent stage is like a break in the theme park, not much action on the surface. It's a time when sexual desires are somewhat dormant, and kids are more focused on developing social skills and exploring the world. If someone gets fixated in the latent stage, they might have difficulty forming close relationships or expressing themselves sexually in adulthood. Finally, we reach the genital stage, the grand finale. Picture a teenager navigating the roller coaster of puberty. In this stage, sexual desires resurface, but now it's about forming mature, adult relationships. If someone successfully navigates through the previous stages, they should arrive here with a healthy approach to intimacy and relationships. Now, here's the catch. If someone gets stuck at a particular stage, it's like being caught in a loop. Imagine someone fixated at the anal stage. They might carry their potty training experiences into adulthood, either being overly controlling or rebellious. It's not about blaming potty training. It's about understanding how early experiences can leave a lasting imprint on personality. Let's go back to Alex, our picky eater. If they're fixated at the oral stage, it's not just about the food. It might be linked to feelings of security and comfort. Understanding this fixation isn't about labeling someone as stuck in the past, but recognizing how these early experiences can shape adult behaviors and attitudes. In essence, Freud's idea of sexual development and fixation is like exploring the theme park of childhood, with each stage leaving its mark on the adult personality. It's not about putting people on a couch and asking about their potty training. It's a way of understanding how early experiences contribute to the intricate tapestry of who we are. So, the next time you meet someone with unique habits or quirks, consider the possibility that they might be taking you on a ride through the theme park of their own psychosexual development.